Hello, welcome to TyeDye Android. We are back, and I want to discuss the Note 9 and stuff that I heard about the Note 9 that's coming out August 9th. Like I said, the Note 9 is coming out August 9th, 2018, of course. But anyways, and also what I heard, and this goes out for the existing Note 8 users, if there's damage to your phone or something like that, I suggest returning it and cashing in on your insurance, taking advantage of your phone insurance. For the Note collectors out there, the Note 8 is going to be discontinued once the Note 9 is released. So the first week of August 9th, you won't be able to get a Note 8 anymore. So I'm thinking I do have a cracked screen, and my USB port is not working properly. So I may have to cash in on that, because I really do like the Note 8. And speaking of the Note 8 and liking it and everything, this is basically going to be on personal preference, I believe, but if you're stuck in the middle of the contract, I wouldn't spend no $900 for the Note 9, because there's no size and difference. Pretty much everything is going to be like the Note 8, except for just a few minor tweaks. First off, the S Pen. If you notice, that's what they're all advertising. Everybody's thinking it's a button for your home button, but it's not. It's the S Pen button. And you notice how they're bragging the yellowish too. So I guess we're gonna get a bright yellow or a goldish Note 9 this year. Like I said, the S Pen that they're flashing in solid yellow, it's actually going to have Bluetooth connected to it. Some people are saying that it's more for the business side of things. I don't know how they're going to have a button for your S Pen that's going to be more business oriented. Some people are also saying it's going to be like a volume and a next button for your Bluetooth audio music. So it's like, what's the difference? If I got a Bluetooth earbuds, I hit the button over there to play the next song. Or if I got eject my S Pen and hit that, and I don't understand. So that's something worthwhile to see how they're going to play with the Bluetooth on the S Pen. That's something, let's see how this plays out. The fingerprint scanner. I know we were hearing rumors about it being on the screen itself and actually touching the screen, but they have it in the back. I'll whip out the Note 8, for example. They have the Note 8, up here on the camera, off to the side, which we all thought was, kind of silly because, you feel it with your thumb and you're almost covering up the camera lens too. So it's like, is that the sensor or is that the camera, or which is it? So what they did on the Note 9s, they actually put it below the camera. So that's going to be a feature. Okay, the display and everything, still the same size. Still going to do the curved and beveled edges. The one thing that I did get excited about, and that was the 8 gigabytes of RAM, but that's only going to be on certain markets. So it's going to be just like the Note 8 with 6 gigabytes of RAM, but in some certain regions, some certain markets, it all depends on what you want to call it. I call it certain countries like China and stuff like that. You might see the 8 gigabyte RAM. And the phone or the device, the Note 9, will actually come in 3 different internal storage sizes. Let's check this out. 128, 256, and 512 gigabytes of internal storage. And yes, there is still an SD card slot, so you can actually put an SD card in there as well. They're not so paranoid now about the Note 7 battery issues and having it blow up. Boom! They're not worrying about that. They actually upped it to 4,000 milliamp hours on the battery. None of that at all. So the Bluetooth S Pen, 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM, your 128, 256, and 512 internal storage, plus an SD card, and your 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Those are the only difference between that and the Note 8. Right now, I just upgraded to the Note 8, so I'm good for another year. The Note 9, I don't like having 2 Notes in my collection. I like having an alternative, something closer to stock Android instead of Samsung Android, so I won't have 2 Samsung devices. But the Note 9, yeah, we'll see what December brings, but I like to see the LG V30. I'm not too interested in right now. The HTC U12, I'm going to be further investigating on that. Otherwise, the Google Pixel is an option. Those are just my reviews, my opinions on that. I like the flagships. So basically, the 2-3 minor things here with the Note 9, I wouldn't go out of my way to go out and purchase the Note 9 in August. I will stick with the Note 8, but I guarantee you next year I will be getting the Note 9. By that time, hopefully the Note 10 will be coming out, and we'll go from there. But the Note 9 seems, just for little minor tricks and tips and little features that it has, it is worthwhile. I do like the multitasking with the internal storage. I do like the 6 gigabytes of RAM and the 4,000. But like I said earlier in a prior video too, though, the 3,300 milliamp hour battery for the Note 8, it's running smooth. I don't have no lagging issues at all. It doesn't freeze up like the Note 5 did occasionally, but then again, like I said, I was a heavy user, so I forced the Note 5 to do that actually. So the Note 9 has some good features, and if you're eligible for an upgrade, definitely take the Note 9. Now right now, the Note 9 and the Note 8 are probably the 2 best phones out there in Android. Before I even said this, I just did some research, and it's like, really? There's nothing really good. Like I said, the competition is the Google Pixel XL, but that's also not geared for multitaskers, so it's a personal preference for this year. Depending what you want to use it for, price is an issue. Think about it, an extra $10-15 a month for a little bit better model. It might be worth it in the long run. Never think about what you need for now. Think about what you need 6 months from now. That's what you gotta look for when you buy. So, that all said, the difference between a Note 8 and a Note 9, Bluetooth S Pen, fingerprint scanner has been readjusted, the internal storage, and the 4,000 milliamp hour battery. And some people are worried about the headphone jack, 1/8 inch, 3.5 millimeter, whatever you want to call it, if you're American or European. It's still there. I still like a headphone jack, even though I don't use it much anymore. So I'm pretty much going to the USB port for everything. But for minor conversations, stuff like that, I like the headphone jack if I need to. But I don't use it anymore that much. But I do like the headphone jack. I like it there, just for when I do want it. But anyways, that's about it for now for TyeDye Android. I did post a video about USB recording yesterday, and I want you guys to be able to check that out too. Actually, the Note 9 seems like it'd be for internal storage and power. It seems like it would be perfect for my recording. So, it's something for me to think about. But check out that prior video if you're interested in USB audio recording with external microphones. Check it out. I did post a little segment on that. I did that for like 10 months now, and I figured out a lot of the bugs and the pros and cons of everything. So you might be interested in that. So anyways, that's it for about now. You guys have a great rest of your day. I hope everybody enjoyed the Grateful Dead tour. And get your geek on. You got the rest of the summer, your local music. But anyways, this is TyeDye Android. We'll worry about the new phones. You have a great day. More to come. Talk to you soon.